Hi y'all! Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Jody Jean Daniels, and this is my channel Just Right. Please subscribe if you have not already. I would appreciate it very much. This is going to be part one of two on publishing. Since there was so much to cover, I thought it would be best to separate self-publishing and traditional publishing apart from each other. So we'll cover the second part, of course, next week on the 21st. I hope to release that video. So I did a lot of research for us this week, and I believe we all know what self-publishing is, but the technological advancement that the rise of the desktop publishing software in the late 20th centuries, it just made it easier for authors to design and print their own books. And that kind of paved the way for where we are now in modern self-publishing movement. Digital platforms, the advent of platforms like ADP, KDP, Smashwords, um, Lulu, Direct Digital, have revolutionized self-publishing and provided easy access to global distribution. And these platforms allow authors to publish and sell their ebooks and print-on-demand titles directly to their readers. The historical roots of self-publishing is really a long history. It's a lot longer than even I realized. When I started researching this, I found out that authors like Virginia Woolf, Walt Whitman, and Ben Franklin, they published their work independently when traditional avenues were not available or satisfactory. And then when the digital era began, and it was really probably, it was the late 90s, early 2000s, it really lowered that barrier to get in there. When Amazon's Kindle Direct came about, it allowed authors to get their books out to audiences without the need for a traditional publisher. And, we all have heard and saw the success stories, and it gives us that hope and that push to keep going, like E.L. James with 50 Shades of Grey, Andy Weir with The Martian. They've highlighted the potential for independent authors to achieve mainstream success, and it's further legitimized self-publishing. It also allows us the control and profitability. Self-publishing offers us a way to have complete control over our work and have higher royalties. And it's just given a creative freedom that I believe that's really the creative freedom is what has drawn most authors, indie authors, into going this route. So the pros of self-publishing, one of them, the biggest one to me, is creative control. You are fully, fully in control, without a doubt, without external interference. You can ensure that your final project aligns perfectly with your concept. You can give it your personal touch. You can have that unique style and work it in. And the more you do that, the more authentic your voice is going to be. And that's going to resonate more deeply with your readers. Um, it gives you flexibility. You can make changes and updates, the revisions at any stage rather of the process without really needing approval from your publisher, and it allows you for greater adaptability and responsiveness to feedback, like from your editor and from your beta readers. It also, and this is something that's really important to me, you maintain complete control over your content and intellectual property rights, and that can lead to better long-term financial and legal benefits as you can retain all the rights to your work. And it also, I like the way you can be consistent in your branding. So when your readers pick up your books, They know it's you before they see your name, because you can ensure that all aspects of your book, from the cover design to your marketing, consistently reflects your brand and your message. Higher royalties, yes. Self-publishing through KDP and Draft Digital and direct sales, like off of your own website, it allows for you to earn higher royalties compared to traditional publishing. These platforms that we are talking about offer royalty rates ranging from 35% to 70%. And that is significantly higher than the 10 to 15% that is often provided through traditional publishers. Additionally, direct sales, it enables you to keep nearly all the profits, maximizing your earnings and giving you greater financial control over your work. This economic advantage, combined with the ability to set your own pricing and promotion strategies, makes self-publishing an active way of getting in there with your readers, listening to what they're saying, and you're able to price your books in such a way that you're communicating and helping your reader. And that's an attractive thing for many authors. We all love to interact with our readers. I love getting on our forum, especially my memberships Facebook page, where we just talk about the book and what they liked, what they didn't like, what I can improve. It's a wonderful, attractive option. Now, another pro would be speed to market. Okay, you are looking at quick publication. Self-publishing bypasses the lengthy traditional publishing process, and it really enables you to publish your work within days or weeks instead of months or years. I know it takes you longer to write a book than days or weeks, but once you get a finished deliverable project, you are able to get it to market. And the market responsiveness, you can quickly release timely content. You can respond to current trends and update your work based on reader feedback, and this will keep your books relevant and competitive. The revenue generation self-publishing allows you, you start earning your royalties sooner. Now, this does depend on who you go with. I know with Ingram Sparks, it took a long time before I saw any money. But like with, and that's just the way they're set up. Now with Draft to Digital, it was very quick and it accelerated the return on my investment and helped me be able to do more for my readers, and it helped me kind of build that immediate loyal reader base because I was able to do more for them and be more for them. And it really, it it instilled like some optimism in me and hope that I had lost with the first book because of different things that had happened. And it just really, it changed things for me when I saw how fast Draft to Digital could help me get the speed to market. It turned things around for me. Now, marketing opportunities. Your marketing opportunities are always going to be really important. I'm going to have to get a sip of water, guys. I'm sorry. Either that or keep clearing my throat, and I didn't think you wanted to hear me do that. Direct audience engagement. Self-publishing allows you to engage directly with your reader through social media, email, newsletters, personal websites, and this helps you build that loyal fan base and fosters a strong author-reader relationship. You can also tailor marketing strategies to you. You can experiment with what works and what doesn't work, such as targeted ads, promotions, collaborations. That way you can find your specific audience. Unparalleled creative control over your branding. Again, in self-publishing, you maintain complete control over your book's branding. And this includes the cover design, the promotional materials, and it ensures consistency and alignment with your personal brand and vision. That is so important and so key. I cannot stress that enough. Now, with pros, we do have cons. And the biggest one, in my opinion, for us self-published authors is it requires an upfront investment in professional services like editing, cover design, and marketing. And if the book does not do well, you may not recoup those costs. So that can lead to a potential financial loss that you have to make sure your budget can withstand. So, burnout. We all know the dreaded burnout. We know the feeling. We know when it happens. So, managing all aspects of the publishing process, from writing to the ending to marketing, distribution rather, can be overwhelming. Um, I would say the extensive workload and pressure to succeed can stress you out, and lead to burnout, juggling all those responsibilities. I know that for me personally, when I moved to the rapid release strategy, if it had not been for my project management process, I would be facing burnout now. But thanks to the process that I've created, it's no longer an issue for me. So, with that being said, if you want to learn about my process and how I plan like a year, a quarter, then I'll be releasing some classes soon and a workbook that I hope will help you with the process like it's helped me. And if you have any questions about that, you can ask in the comments below. Another con, limited distribution and resources. Independent authors are not going to have the same access to resources that industry connections like traditional publishing is going to have. It's going to limit your reach and impact. It's also very hard for self-published books to gain shelf space in physical bookstores, which are typically dominated, as we know, by traditional published titles. So you will be limited in your visibility in that way. It's also a little bit difficult. It's getting easier with library access. Self-published authors can find it challenging to gain entry into public academic libraries, as these institutions often rely on established distributors and publishers for their acquisition. Many libraries do not have an acquisitions department. So the librarians who are already overworked and underpaid are just taking the information that their known distributor and publishers give them, and that's what they bring to the library. Another con, of course, is going to be market reach. Without extensive distribution network of traditional publishers, a self-published book is going to have a harder time reaching international markets, specifically to non-digital readers. Ebooks is getting a little bit easier with the creation of companies like Drafted Digital, but your hard copy books are you're potentially going to be limited overall with your sales and your audience reach there. I wanted to also talk about quality control. You guys know how I am about your quality cannot suffer in face of quantity. If you're putting out 7 books a year, but the quality isn't there, it doesn't matter. And a lot of times with indie authors, with self-published authors, it's a lack of professional guidance that you don't have because you're not traditionally published. So without the input of experienced editors, marketers, and designers, the quality of the product, of your deliverable, may suffer from an overlooked mistake and missed opportunities. Also, as a self-published author, we can struggle to evaluate our own work objectively, and we may resist making necessary changes. And that can lead to potential issues with pacing, with our plot development, or with character consistency. So we have to be open and willing to feedback from the people we do have helping us so that we don't fall into the lack of quality control that can sometimes lead to a really good story not being read. I have some case studies I wanted to look at with you guys, and I I really found these interesting when I was studying them and researching them. Um, The Martian. It was initially a self-published book in 2011, and the book quickly gained popularity due to its really compelling and scientifically accurate portrayal of an astronaut stranded on Mars. So it has everything. It follows, a botanist presumed dead, left behind by his crew, but through his ingenuity and scientific knowledge, he's able to survive. He reaches out and somehow gets NASA, and it leads to this rescue mission that's amazing. And the novel's success led to a traditional publishing deal and a major motion picture adaptation by Ridley Scott starring Matt Damon. And I think that's something we all can kind of hold dear to. But an example of a less successful self-published story is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. It initially struggled to find an audience despite how unique it was and imaginative that the premise was. The novel, if you haven't read it, is set in a magical competition between two illusionists within this mysterious traveling circus, and it just captivates you, and it's amazing. But before it achieved eventual acclaim and success, it faced significant challenges in gaining visibility and sales due to limited marketing resources and distribution channels. That's, and that's typical of self-publishing. But eventually it did find success, but not until it was picked up by a traditional publisher. So its initial struggles kind of highlights the potential difficulties that self-published authors face in reaching broader audiences and securing sales without the backing of a traditional publishing house. As far as marketing and visibility go, Andy Weir's success with The Martian kind of underscores the importance of effective marketing and leveraging an online community to gain visibility. His engagement with his readers and utilization of platforms like blog, social media, it significantly boosted the book and the chances of its success, and also the quality and the professionalism. Both of the books highlight, high quality writing, editing, presentation, and I think that investing in a professional editor and cover design, even when you're self-publishing, can make a huge difference in a book's reception and its credibility. As far as persistence and adaptability go, Erin's journey kind of showed that value, that value of persistence. Despite the struggles, she kept seeking alternative avenues to get her book and to get her work out there. And then, as always, I think that both these case studies really shows that you have to build a supportive community, and you have to network with other writers and readers and industry professionals that can provide you with the feedback that's going to increase your exposure and create opportunities for your growth. In conclusion, my final thoughts, I guess, in balancing the benefits and the challenges in self-publishing. Self-publishing offers a significant opportunity for motivated authors, and it provides that complete control, the higher royalties, and quicker time to market, but it also presents those challenges, the financial risk, the potential for burnout, the limited distribution. And by balancing all of those benefits and challenges, self-publishing can be a rewarding path for authors who are willing to invest the time and the effort and resources into their work. With a dedicated and strategic plan, a very project managed, well thought out strategic plan, self-published authors can achieve remarkable success and build a loyal readership. I know that I really feel like with my own readership, with my whiskeys, it's such a small group, but I am having the best time I've ever had as a writer. And I never really thought I would find my voice and find the happiness that I have found with creating a community like I have on YouTube and on this channel Just Right with my whiskeys. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you found this helpful, inciting, and interesting, and all the good words. Please click the subscribe button and like this video. Please leave a comment, especially if you have any questions. You can leave them below. And you can always find me in my Linktree app. Like if you want to go ahead and set up a time to talk with me about the courses that I'm creating and see if they're right for you, please go ahead and do that. Just reach out on my Calendarly. The link is in my Linktree, and just set up a time to talk with me. Okay? Now, you know what I'm going to say before I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I am a really awesome group of people's double shot of whiskey. And I am so happy and I am so proud that you come and hang out with me and watch my silly little videos and that you find me just right. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I'll see you soon. Don't forget to show up for our live streams on Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. We have a great time. So come on in, get some words done. Love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.